Now, you can actually turn this brooch in for a quest, and it's super sad. If you do the thing where the secret about the music box, and then you play the music box, and he gets all upset. And then you can go turn this brooch in, or you can just break it. And since I'm not doing the quest and I didn't even get the music box, it doesn't matter. And you don't get anything super special or secret for doing it. It's just kind of like, oh, you did this NPC quest. But now we can go back and talk to Gilbert. And if not finish up his quest line, progress it. But now we can do work with blood gems, so it's, you know, coincidental that they give you a gem to put in a thing. I like the art in this game. I'm surprised this game's been out for so long. I think I was in like 10th grade in high school when this came out, and I'm a freshman in college, so. Yeah, and then we get to go back to that area to bring the old woman here. Isn't that cool?
Oh, you must be a hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does. Always has, you know, since forever. Nicely. Not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. Screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts. None of them's too uncommon now. Yarnum's done for, tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Erden chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts.
Okay.
Spread the word. Tell them to come on over, if you wouldn't mind.
I'll do it.
I know, if you happen upon if they see... Oh, and
I'll bring people to your chapel. Yay! Now we get to come to this area. Which I should probably like go and level up or something, but there's a few things I want to grab before I actually go back to the Hunter's Dream. Which, the first thing is right here, and it's one of my favorite armor sets in the whole game. And then you leave. You get right out of dodge. Yep, this is one of my absolute favorite sets in the game. I'll probably wear it through most of it. So we're actually going to skip out and not get Father Gascoigne's gear because I'm going to just wear this instead. My little mustache goes perfect with it. So now we're at the second area. So I think I will get through this second area and then probably call it a day. But there's a whole lot to do here. Ow. Dumb dog. I've done this all wrong. I have done this all wrong. Oh, and if people want me to go through the DLC, make sure to let me know, because I will go through the DLC as well. I own it, so I might as well, if you guys want me to. The DLC has a higher likelihood to make me rage because I've only beaten through it one time, and the last boss frickin' sucks. Hello. I guess I'm a flesh-ridden rat. Peace out, homie G. So yeah, there's that. This yeah, we're gonna go fight the cleric beast next. He's next up on our hit list, as I would say, because I just said it. Or the blood-starved beast. Did I say? I don't know. We're gonna go fight the third boss, and then there's Vicar Amelia, who's also in this hub world. Vicar Amelia? I'm not quite sure how to say it. But beating Vicar Amelia will open up the DLC, which we're not even gonna attempt to try and do immediately after opening up because it's way too hard. Like you're not really not supposed to go into the DLC until you've beaten, like, until you're at like the late game stages of BloodBorne, because it's very tough. Very difficulty. And now we're here. Wow. It's like the upstairs portion of that chapel we were in. Another
You're a
NPC.
beast hunter, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
I knew it. That's precisely how I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred.
Your mouth's not moving,
Protégé
Alfred.
of Master Ligarius, hunter of vile bloods.
Mm-hmm.
So, what say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not
You've got
cooperate?
pretty
and
neat
discuss the
sideburns.
things we've learned. Oh, very good. Very good indeed.
You want to
Take
cooperate
this
with him because he gives
to
you fire
celebrate our
paper.
acquaintance. Beast hunting is a sacred. There must go on. Bergenworth is an old place of learning, and well, this led in this set, but today and further, it's unclear, but only they. I
Okay.
bid you farewell.
I just wanted the fire paper. It was literally the only reason I had to come about here. Da, da, da. And also to open up this. But the only reason to... And I didn't get the item, nor did I open the shortcut. What a genius. So we run back through. No harm, no foul, I guess. Hey, LMAO. I don't know. So, let's, I wanted to talk about a time when I was a kid, because I did a lot of stupid stuff when I was a kid, but I was thinking about this recently because I told one of my teachers about it in high school, and now he's a teacher of mine in college, and we keep bringing it up kind of as a big meme, kind of big joke. But when I was a kid growing up in the trailer park, I was kind of with a ragtag group of not very good people, to be completely honest with you, and I'm only really friends with one of them still to this day. Oh, okay. And one day we were all hanging out. Okay. We were all hanging out, and we're doing like this construction in the trailer park, and so my friends decided it would be fun to throw dirt clumps at the construction equipment, because there are like all these clumps of dirt hanging around. Ow, okay, if I get killed by this electro, I'm actually gonna be mad, because ow. Please just die. Okay. They thought it would be a fun idea to throw dirt clumps at the construction equipment, and so they did. And I was throwing dirt clumps, but not at the equipment, just kind of around the area, because I wanted to also throw things that I didn't want to get in trouble for throwing dirt clumps at construction equipment. But to my dismay, that's exactly what happened. And this car rolls up, and they're like, "Hey, why were you throwing dirt clumps at that stuff?" And I was like, "Well, I wasn't, but they were." And then the rest of my friends give this guy, like, this guy's like, "What's your parents' phone number? I'm gonna call your parents and tell them what you were doing. And these friends, they literally give the guy my phone number, then sprint away. And the guy goes, all right, I'm calling your parents. And so I'm like, well, shoot. So I walk home. I'm like about to cry because I didn't do anything. And I think this guy's like about to call my grandma. And so like every time the phone rings, I'm checking and checking just to find out that like he never calls. The town is abandoned and no one's wanted here. This is my favorite, one of my favorite areas in the game. But so like the guy never calls and nothing ever comes out of that. My grandma's like, why the heck do you keep on checking the phone, you big dingle dangle? And I was like, well, my friends were throwing dirt clumps and they gave my guy my phone number and blah blah blah. And I didn't get in trouble. My grandma was like, don't throw dirt clumps anymore. And I was like, oh, I wasn't. So now, all the time, everyone was like, oh, there's no dirt clumps in this passage. Ha ha ha, har har har. Big joke on me, I know. We'll up skill and, well, let's up the vitality some. We don't really need a ton of skill, but it would be useful to have. And the moral of that story is don't be freaking stupid. And that's the end of that. There. Now my quick camera's way better. And we can go and buy new things from our boys over here up at the messengers. Shoot, if we can save up 10,000, we can buy this and get a bunch of Madman's knowledge. That's 1,000. 1,000. I have enough to buy this set, but to be quite honest, I don't really want it because I've already got this set. If I was going for like completionist collecting all the objects, I'd buy it, but I already have other characters that have most of the stuff in the game, so it's kind of pointless to procure. No place to awaken at the awakening headstone. There's not a lot for us to do at the Wheaton Tomb. So I guess now it's Old Yarnum.